This is the Ox and the Q Show. And Ox, when I say the phrase, make yourself available, what does that mean to you personally?
Well, like if somebody calls, let's say you're sponsoring somebody, which I have a few people I sponsor, you got to be available to answer the phone and really care, no matter what time of day or night it is. Sometimes it's usually later at night. You just got to make yourself available by answering the phone, being at home. You know, you're not always going to be home, but it's always good to make sure that you're doing your job as a sponsor.
Okay. Good point. I think being available just means, being able to get out of yourself and be able to be of service to others, because you never know what you might say or do that might be the difference for somebody. And we may never know what we did that really made the difference,
Right.
but that person, that might be the very thing they need to hear, or we're able to direct or do something that might just change that person's life.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know.
Right. Somebody asked me, I guess it was yesterday, a lady asked me, why do you still go to meetings if you got all that clean time? And I said, it's sometimes, and a lot of times it's helpful to me to remember what it was like in early recovery, what it was like to want to know how do these people doing it. I'm not saying that if you got a long time, I've seen people relapse with long periods of sobriety.
That's
so
correct.
It's always a good reminder to stay plugged in to the program.
Right.
Continue to do the work that got you to where you're at.
Exactly.
And if you stop, then you just set yourself up. It's sort of like a reservation to use.
Could be. You're exactly right about that. The main thing, I think, is when you get out of yourself and make yourself available, you kind of get out of your head a little bit, and you reach out, and it helps you personally.
Right. Going to meetings reminds me of the chaos, the lifestyle. When I hear the newcomer stories, it really helps me a lot. It sets in almost a positive fear of, the fear of the drug, what could happen. And I always remind guys when I tell them, I said, you might have relapsed, but you're blessed that you're not dead from it, because there's a lot of people dying out there.
And this has been the Ox and the Q Show.